On a quiet road in Kogi State, a pastor set out on a routine journey that would change his life forever. It was a normal Saturday morning in Kogi, Ijumu local government area. The pastor of Living Faith Church, widely known as Winners Chapel, was traveling on a motorcycle to his farm along the Kogi axis. He was not alone. A commercial motorcycle rider was taking him through the familiar route, a path he had likely traveled many times before. Then, everything changed. Eyewitnesses say armed men suddenly appeared on the road. They were heavily armed. The moment the pastor realized what was happening, fear took over. He jumped off the motorcycle, hoping to escape, but it was too late. The commercial rider managed to flee into safety. The pastor did not. He was seized by the assailants and dragged away into the surrounding area. Within moments, he was gone, taken to an unknown location by men whose faces and intentions remain unclear. As hours passed, there was silence. No phone call, no message, no ransom demand. Neither the pastor's family nor the church received any word from the kidnappers. The absence of communication only deepened the fear. In Kogi and nearby communities, panic spread quickly. Residents locked their doors earlier than usual. Farmers stayed away from their fields. Parents warned their children to stay indoors. This was not an isolated incident. Just days later, terror struck again, this time inside places meant for worship. In Kiri, within Cabo, Bunu local government area of Kogi State, gunmen stormed to churches during services. First ECWA Church and the Apostolic Church. Worshippers had gathered peacefully, unaware that danger was closing in. The attackers surrounded the community. They moved with confidence. They struck without resistance. Men, women, children, and elderly worshippers were taken. Some church members managed to hide inside the Apostolic Church. Others were not so lucky. Children who could not run fast enough were abducted. Elderly worshippers, some over the age of 70, were dragged away. Families were torn apart in minutes. At least 37 people were reportedly kidnapped. Among them were over 12 children between the ages of 3 and 8, and more than 10 elderly individuals. The attackers operated for hours, unchallenged, turning a place of prayer into a scene of terror. The following day, the gunmen made contact. They said they wanted to negotiate, not with families, but with the government. Then came the demand, 600 million naira. An ultimatum was issued. Families were warned of severe consequences if the ransom was not paid. Fear turned into desperation. In some cases, captives were forced to return briefly to their homes to collect ransom money before being taken away again. Amid the chaos, tragedy struck. A seminary graduate, Pastor Jimo Adeyemi, also known as JJ, lost his life during the attack. 2 others were injured. A man who dedicated his life to faith became another name added to a growing list of victims. Communities were left asking painful questions. How could gunmen operate freely for hours? Where was help? Why are churches, farms, and roads no longer safe? From a pastor kidnapped on his way to work the land, to worshippers abducted inside sacred spaces, these events reflect a deeper crisis, one where ordinary life has become dangerous, and silence from authorities only amplifies the fear. Families wait, churches pray, communities mourn, and somewhere, unknown and unseen, victims remain in captivity, their lives hanging in the balance.